I have many Japanese friends in real life, but the problem is I still can't speak Japanese properly. When I talk to them, I can only say simple things like konnichiwa, o genki desu ka, genki desu, and then I don't know what to say next. And honestly, it feels very frustrating because I'm learning Japanese. I know grammar, I know vocabulary, but still I can't speak. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ambika and I'm learning Japanese. Before we move forward, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. And tell me in the comment section which level are you currently studying? Are you a beginner or are you trying to improve your Japanese speaking? In this video, I'm going to share my personal experience, the mistakes I have made, and what I'm currently doing to improve my Japanese speaking step by step. I'm still learning, so I will share everything that I am following right now so that we can improve together. And one more thing, speaking is not the hardest part. If we practice in the right way, speaking can actually become easy and fun. Why speaking is difficult? I think many Japanese learners have the same problem. We study grammar, we learn vocabulary, we prepare for exams, but when it comes to speaking, we can't speak. I'm also at the same stage. I can understand a little Japanese, I can read a little, but speaking is very difficult for me. The main problem is we don't practice speaking daily. Language is a skill, not a subject. You can't become fluent just by reading books or memorizing grammar. You have to use the language, you have to speak. N5 and N4, my experience. Now I will talk only about N5 and N4 because this is what I'm currently learning. For N5, first you need to learn hiragana and katakana, then basic grammar, basic vocabulary, and simple sentences. If you learn these properly, you can pass N5. But passing the JLPT and speaking Japanese are completely different things. Even after learning N5, I still could not speak properly. Now I am studying N4 and I realized something very important. Biggest mistake I made. This is the biggest mistake I made, and I don't want you to repeat it. I started memorizing vocabulary, I memorized verbs form, grammar forms, everything. If someone asks me the meaning, I know it. But if I have to use that word in speaking, I can't. That is the biggest mistake in language learning. Don't just memorize words, learn how to use them in sentences. So, whenever you learn a new word, make at least 2 to 3 sentences with that word. Speaking is about usage, not memory. Maybe you don't know thousands of words, but if you can use the words you know in sentences, you can speak. That is more important. Daily study routine. Now I will share a simple daily study routine. Try to study Japanese every day. 20 minutes vocabulary, 20 minutes grammar, 30 minutes listening, 30 minutes speaking. Even if you reduce time, speaking daily is very important because if you don't speak, you will forget everything. Everything. Even if you speak alone, it's okay. That's completely fine. Just speak in Japanese about your day, your plans, your hobbies, anything. Speaking practice problem. Now comes to the biggest problem. Speaking practice. There are many language exchange app where you can talk to Japanese people, but not everyone is comfortable with that. Some people are introverts, sometimes we feel shy, sometimes we don't want to make calls, sometimes the other person is busy. Even though I have Japanese friends, I can't practice with them every day. So the question is, how do we practice speaking daily? Speaking practice solution. So, for speaking practice, I recently started using an app called Mochi Kaiwa. I personally use this app for speaking practice. This app mainly focuses on conversation, pronunciation, and real life communication. And what I really liked is that it's very beginner friendly. If you don't know where to start, it guides you step by step. First, in the learn section, you will learn new vocabulary by speaking out loud with the built-in pronunciation checks, which helps you improve your speaking more effectively. You also get a practice short conversations based on what you have learned so you know how to actually use it in real situation.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。こんにちは。
こんにちは。元気ですか？
こんにちは。元気ですか? Right now, the app offers two courses covering a variety of everyday topic such as self-introduction, school and work, asking for direction. It's truly ideal for complete beginner. So you are not just learning a language, you are learning how to use it in a real situation or in a real life. This is especially helpful if you are planning to go to Japan and want to understand their culture and daily communication. It helps you slowly become a part of that environment. After learning the vocabulary, you can move to the practice section to review what you have learned through a variety of exercise. The app uses two proven methods, shadowing and active recall. Help you remember words more effectively. You will repeat after audio, complete filling the blanks exercise, and recall words based on their meanings. It keeps the learning process engaging, not repetitive or boring. If you are an intermediate learner with some foundation already, the role play feature is a great way to practice your reflexes. It simulates real life conversations and it really pushes you to think, respond, and speak on your own in real time. After each conversation, you will receive feedback across different areas so you know exactly what to improve.
こんにちは。はじめまして。まずはお名前を教えていただけますか？
こんにちは、私はアンビカです。
ミカさん、はじめまして。素敵な名前ですね。ミカさんはどこの国からいらっしゃったのですか？
私はインドから来ました。
インドから来られたのですね。遠いところからようこそ。今回、日本にはどのような目的で来られたのですか？
日本語を勉強たいです。
日本で日本語の勉強ですか？それは素晴らしいですね。
One method I personally find very helpful is reviewing the script after each session. I go back to the conversation, look at my responses, and note down how I could answer better next time if I encounter the same situation. It really helps. And in the progress section, you can track your daily streak, study time, and improvement. The streak system is very motivating. When you see your streak increasing, you automatically feel like continuing every day. I think this app is especially useful for beginners and JLPT and 5 and 4 students who wants to start speaking. If you don't have someone to practice with, this app really helps a lot. If you want to try it, you can check the link in the description. Tips to become fluent. Now, I want to share some tips that I learned from others and found really helpful. Don't just memorize, use words. Speak daily, even if you speak alone. Listen to Japanese every day. Make sentences. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. My Japanese speaking is not very good right now, but I want to improve. My goal is by 2026, I'm gonna speak Japanese confidently. If you are also learning Japanese, let's improve together. If you wanna try the app, you can check the link in the description. And if you have any tips or recommendation, please comment below and help me and others as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Jane.